Hello, I'm Gary Mumford and I'm the MD of Tembury Guns. And this video is to introduce to you our M21 range of Deacts from Yugoslavia, from the famous Zastava factory, and to show you some of the features of the Deacts that we have for sale. Now the M21 is a full-length rifle version of the classic AK-47. It has a number of features which are unique to Zastava, which make it, in my opinion, a superior weapon to anything that came out of Soviet Russia. And this is a fairly modern weapon. This is actually chambered for the NATO 5.56mm round, so that's a significant departure from the rest of the Warsaw Pact. Some of the nice features about it are that it has the standard Kalashnikov selector, but also by the thumb it has another selector for the different firing modes, which is something you don't find. It has a rear and a forward, although that's not available on this model. It has a tritium painted rear sight, although you'll also notice on this that it comes as standard with a rail for a telescopic sight or some other optical sight, which is mounted on the side of AKs and then is canted over to be in line with the barrel. This one is in absolutely mint condition. There's no evident markings on the blacking, and there's no scratches at all on the plastic. These ones all have plastic coated butts, folding butts, plastic pistol grips, and also plastic foreends, which are in one piece, rather than the two pieces that you see on Soviet ones. This is far closer to the Galil, the Israeli version of the weapon, than to the Russian. Okay, to strip this, like all AKs, the top cover comes off. This also still has the Yugoslavian trick of stopping any of the working parts being lost until you press a pin, which keeps it in place. A nice spring. I'll just cut the action, because I should have done that before I stripped it. And then here's the bolt carrier and the bolt. Now in this case you can see that the deactivators, I think this was deactivated in Austria, the original deactivators have taken off the end of the piston. That's fine. We do sell the pistons, so you could always replace that if you wanted to, although to be honest that as is okay for me. You'll notice it's a long bolt carrier in this case. It's stainless steel and in pristine nick. In this case the serial number is 16519, and you'll find that's common across every single piece. It's certainly there on the bolt as well, and on the lower receiver. The bolt in this case has had the business end completely milled away to a depth of 15mm. That's 1.5 centimeters, so that's a considerable piece of metal taking away. But when you look at it from the side, it still looks pretty good nick. And again, there's absolutely no rust whatsoever on these components. If I show you inside, maybe hard to see, but inside there it's brand new. There's no removal of the surface coating because of the racking of the action, either from firing or from manual use. I don't think these have ever seen a round fired, which makes it a very attractive a collector's piece for the customer. I won't bother to take apart the front end because this is just a gas tube in the usual way. Before I finish, I will demonstrate the fact that these do fire. I'll just put the pieces together again. Ooh. Okay, so to fire, that's the cocking action and that sound, which is the sound you want to hear if ever one of these was pointing at you and someone's pulling the trigger. Okay, that's the 5.56 M21A from Zastava. I have very, very few of these left, and I don't have any more that are in as good condition as these are. So there are a range of 4 or 5 Zastavas in the M21 range, and if you want to collect one of each one, then I would get on that phone as soon as you finish watching the video and order one from me. Thanks for your time.